What is going on? Today I'm going to be doing 11.2 population, samples, and hypothesis, which is a very easy chapter. It's 11.2 in the book, can be found on the 600 pages. Yeah, so this chapter relies heavily on vocabulary, word problems. You know, it's not hard stuff, it's not easy stuff. Well, it's actually really easy. Um, so some of the key vocabulary is population, which is a group of data. So like it's like a just a lot of it, right? Sample is a subset of a population, so it's like one piece of data in a population, and then there's a parameter, which is of course, that's a numerical description of a population. And there's a statistic, which is a numerical description of a sample. And the last thing is a hypothesis, which is a claim about a characteristic of a population. And these are really just like opinions. You've probably done these a lot in science because that's the first thing I thought of when I saw these. I was like, oh, I'm doing physics again, which is no fun. So, yeah, let's get into some examples, which are pretty wild stuff in this, in my opinion. But they run off pretty easy. There's going to be a couple. I think I'm going to have like 6 or 7 examples, and then I'm going to give you one to do yourself. But it shouldn't be too hard. So let's get started. Okay, so for like number 5 here, it's asking you to determine whether data is a population or a sample. And for number 5, it's a population because there's no like it's a whole thing. It's all the number of high school students in the United States. So that is all the high school students in the United States. If it said something like the number of female high school students in the United States, that would be a sample because it's not the entire population, but instead it's the where am I going with this? It's all of it. It's not all of it, you know. So yeah. Number 6 is a sample, however, because if you look at it, it's every third car that passes your house. That's not every car that passes the house. It's every third. So therefore, it makes it a sample because it's not all of it. It's just a select few. So that's how you tell the difference. Go ahead and try number 7, and I'll give you like a few seconds. So just check that one out. Then give me an answer, and boom. Okay, so for number 7, it's a sample because it's only 100 of the 1800 spectators. Therefore, we're making it not a population because a population would be all 1800. This is a sample. So, yeah. So now let's get to the next one. Okay, so now when it comes to something like this, where it's asking you to describe the sample, all it's really asking you to do is it gives you one sample, tells you to take that, right? So you have 403 pretend to use their phone to avoid talking to someone. You take that 403 and subtract it by from 1152. Then you get a pretty crazy number at like 749. Take that 749, so you do, and then you just write like a sentence, So I'll ask you to just write a sentence here. So be like, the population is all the adults in the United States, I believe, and then the sample is 403 of them pretend to use their smartphones to avoid talking to someone, while 749 do not do this action. That is all you gotta do for these questions. Okay, so for number 13, it's very similar to the first set of problems we did. You're gonna find what the thing is, right? So for this one, 13 is a sample. It's a sample because it's only some physical therapists, not all of them, some of them. Therefore, it would not be a parameter because a parameter would be all of them. And all you gotta do after you find that it's a sample or a statistic is that you gotta just explain it, like how I just explained it. It's very simple. It's not much you can do here except for answer the question, because it's just the same as the first set with numbers, which is kind of nice because this unit is like super easy for no reason. and I would do 15, but it's kind of cut off, and I don't feel like getting another picture of it. So yeah, let's do the next set of questions, shall we? So the last thing we're going to be covering is hypothesis, which is a claim about a population or a statistic or a parameter, any of the three, four, because there's four of them. So for the questions that involve these, I don't have one ready, sadly. Don't mark me down. But so they're just going to ask you to like make a claim about some data, right? A good example is would be like, say, there's a thing that says 50 or 70% of all students plan on attending college, right? A good hypothesis here would be that the majority of students plan on going to college, right? That's a claim. That's it. That's right. Good stuff right there. Bad one would be like the majority of students do not plan on going to college, you know? Um, so these are pretty easy to do. It's just kind of common sense, just like the whole unit's been. So now I'm gonna have you try a problem, and I think I'm probably gonna repeat myself right here. But yeah, so let's check out this problem in the next few seconds. Yeah. Okay, so now it is your job to do number 7. Number 7 is part of this unit. Y'all have 1 minute, and after that 1 minute is up, I will of course go over it and then take any questions. Not really, just kidding. So yeah, get started now. Okay, so it's been about a minute for number 7. So for number 7, right, what you're gonna want to do here is it's gonna be you have a survey, 1654 high school students, seniors, right, seniors. Determine that 120, 1125 plan to attend college. The population would be all seniors, right? Right. That'd be the goal, right? Population would be all seniors. Then the sample would be the 1654 high school seniors. Oh, that's the sample. That's not this population. That's the sample. And then the sample has a sample of a sample, right? That has 1125 planning to go to college, while the other majority, the freaking um 529 don't go to college, right? So that's pretty much all you got to do for that. And then it says describe it. Another cool thing you can do with these is could have written a hypothesis. It doesn't ask for one, but it's always nice to do extra, because that's what we do here in math class. Have fun, right? Right? Yeah, that's what I like to hear.